The silence of the subterranean cavern is absolute, broken only by the rhythmic pulse of hydrothermal vents. 2 miles beneath the surface, the water is a thick, frigid soup of minerals and darkness. Suddenly, a massive displacement of water sends a shockwave through the narrow tunnel. A bioluminescent jellyfish flickers out as a shadow, 30 feet long and built of pure muscle, glides silently through the silt. A single lidless eye, larger than a human head, catches a stray beam of volcanic light. It is a Mosasaurus, the undisputed king of the ancient tides, and it is not alone. In the crushing pressure of the deep, something ancient has forgotten to go extinct. Introduction: the Titan of the Cretaceous. The Mosasaurus was never a dinosaur. It was a lizard that returned to the sea, evolving into the most formidable predator the Earth's oceans have ever hosted. Flourishing during the late Cretaceous period, these marine reptiles were the culmination of millions of years of predatory evolution. While Tyrannosaurus rex ruled the land, the Mosasaur owned the 3/4 of the planet covered in blue. They were the wolves of the waves, equipped with double-hinged jaws and rows of razor-sharp teeth designed to crush bone and rend flesh. For centuries, science believed the Great Extinction event claimed them all. The asteroid impact that darkened the skies and chilled the planet was thought to have collapsed the marine food chain, starving these giants into history. But the ocean is vast, and its depths remain more mysterious than the surface of the moon. This exploration looks at the theoretical possibility and the biological mechanics of how the last of their kind could have retreated into isolated, high-pressure subterranean cave systems to survive the end of an era. Rising action: anatomy of a submerged executioner. To understand how a Mosasaurus could survive in a restricted environment, one must look at its biological mastery. The Mosasaurus hoffmanni, the largest of the species, could reach lengths of 50 to 60 feet. Unlike the sleek, fish-like ichthyosaurs, the mosasaur retained a powerful serpentine body. Its tail, thick and vertically finned, acted like a massive sculling oar, capable of generating bursts of speed that would leave modern sharks standing still. Their sensory systems were tuned for the abyss. They possessed a Jacobson organ, similar to modern monitor lizards and snakes, allowing them to taste the water for chemical signatures of prey. In the pitch-black environments of an underwater cave, sight becomes secondary. The mosasaur would sense the vibrations of a distant fish or a smaller marine reptile through its jawbone, long before the prey even knew the predator was there. Their lungs were massive, allowing for deep dives that lasted for hours, a trait that would have been essential for migrating into the deep, oxygen-starved zones of the world's hidden trenches. The climax: the struggle in the sunken abyss. The transition from the open ocean to the claustrophobic confines of a subterranean cave system represents a brutal evolutionary bottleneck. In the hypothetical scenario where a population of mosasaurs survived the Cretaceous-Paleogene boundary, they would have had to adapt to a world of scarcity. Inside these lightless cathedrals of rock, the food chain is short and vicious. Imagine a cavern system beneath the modern-day Caribbean, a labyrinth of limestone tunnels flooded by rising sea levels over millennia. Here, the last mosasaurs would have shrunk slightly in size through island dwarfism, or adapted their metabolism to cope with the lack of sunlight. The struggle for survival becomes a game of patience. A mosasaur remains motionless, camouflaged against the jagged rock, its dark skin absorbing what little light exists. When a deep-sea shark or a giant squid wanders too close, the reaction is instantaneous. The mosasaur's jaws unhinge, allowing it to swallow prey nearly as large as itself. This ability to gorge and then fast for months is the key to surviving in a barren environment. The climax of their existence isn't a grand battle, but a silent, ongoing war against time and isolation. They are the ghosts of the Cretaceous, living in a world that has forgotten them, navigating through tunnels where the pressure is enough to crush a modern submarine. Every breath they take is a defiance of the laws of extinction.
The survival mechanism relied
Falling
on
action,
metabolic slowdown
evidence, and anomalies.
as the heart
Why does the legend of the Mosasaurus persist? Paleontologists have found fossils in the most unlikely places, including deep inland deposits that were once ancient seaways. In the modern era, sonar readings often pick up biological anomalies in the deep ocean, masses too large to be whales and moving with a horizontal tailstroke characteristic of reptiles. Deep-sea exploration often uncovers relic species, creatures thought dead for millions of years, like the coelacanth. If a fish could survive, why not the ultimate predator? The theory of the last Mosasaurs suggests they moved into blue holes and underwater cave networks during the cooling of the oceans. These caves provide stable temperatures and a localized ecosystem that could, in theory, support a small, highly specialized population of apex predators. Conclusion: the eternal sentinel. The Mosasaurus remains a symbol of the ocean's untamed power. Whether they truly haunt the lightless corridors of the Earth's crust or exist only as stone remains in our museums, their legacy is undeniable. They represent a peak of evolution that modern biology has yet to replicate. As technology advances and our submersibles reach deeper into the unexplored cracks of the sea floor, we may one day find the answer. For now, the idea of the last Mosasaurus serves as a reminder that the world is much larger and more mysterious than it appears. In the deep, where the sun never reaches and the pressure is a physical weight, the king of the Cretaceous may still be waiting, eyes wide, senses sharp, guarding the silence of the sunken abyss.